Today is kind of a special video for me. I know it's been a minute since we've chatted, but I wanted to just celebrate my first year as being a YouTuber. Today, I kind of wanted to reflect on the last year a little bit and maybe kind of dive in and reflect on some of the things that have occurred over the last year. I just wanted to start off by talking about maybe why I started a YouTube channel. This time last year, I was actually wanting to, try a new medium since I am a graphic designer by day. I wanted to challenge myself in a different way. It's been a very long time since I've done any type of video editing. It's been about 20 years since I've done any of that. And so for me to kind of just jump in without really any proper training or anything, I think honestly, I've come quite a long way. I mean, I wouldn't call myself an expert in this area, but I give myself honestly a lot of credit for just kind of diving right in and rolling with it. Over this last year, I can't even believe how many videos that I've produced. When I initially had started, I thought, well, maybe I'll produce maybe like 1 to 2 videos a month, which would be anywhere from 12 to 24. And I know I exceeded that. I'm definitely well into the 30s. The last probably month or so, I have kind of pulled back a little bit just for personal reasons. This past fall, it kind of got away from me. If I'm looking back at some of my favorite moments, I would have to say there's a video where I went to postcard cabins in the early summertime, and I went for a hike, and I just kind of, took my phone/camera with me along for the ride, and I was trying to do a little bit more of like storytelling and like actually taking you along with me and making you feel like you're present on my journey. And I actually think that's one of my most watched videos. And honestly, it's no surprise because I feel like that one in particular, I was really trying to pour more of myself into it instead of just filming different clips and then maybe just having you watch it with a music like overlay, as just like hey, let me take you on this journey with no context or anything. And for some reason, that video, I just really wanted to talk directly to the camera throughout the whole process. Mind you, I'm sure it was a lot easier for me to do that because I actually traveled by myself. So I'm sure that kind of made it a little bit easier. But if you're interested, I mean, you could always go back and check that one out. I could always, leave, the video clip or a link in the description for you to check that out. But yeah, that was probably one of my favorite videos throughout the year. But I feel like when I'm adding a little bit more, I guess, personality and talking to the camera, I think from what I have learned, or at least kind of looking on the back end, those seem to be my most watched videos. I would also say probably, I know another top video is definitely more of my art process, and if I'm actually walking you through my artistic journey, that is another one that I would say that I feel was kind of more of my best and showing like the work that I've produced, which funnily enough, that's kind of the reason why I started this channel to begin with, was to push me in that direction. So it's not, trying to find the words. I don't feel like it's as shocking that that's one of my most watched videos as well. But yeah, this year overall, I want to say like the reason why I kind of wanted to become a YouTuber or start this was to help force me to draw more, create more, work on some of my just personal brand and things that I want to achieve. But I will say I'm probably put the cart before the horse as far as this channel goes because kind of looking back, honestly, I feel for my art itself, I mean, video editing is definitely an art form, and I have enjoyed the process for sure. But I will say, my expectations for coming into 2026 is definitely, I need to put my focus more on the actual art creation. Now, I want to still film and show that process throughout the way, but I don't want my video or the YouTube channel to be like the main focus. I really want to pour into my skills and techniques, working in traditional mediums, but then also translating that into digital form as well, like drawing on the iPad. And even at times, I would probably work in Adobe, the Adobe software, and work kind of, I want to combine some of my traditional skills, and kind of mesh them with my digital skills as well, in the coming year. I feel like throughout 2025, my biggest obstacle, I felt like I was really enjoying creating the videos for this channel, for you guys, and for myself as like a reflection, not just in my art, but also showing like other other sides to me. Like I love to travel, and I really wanted to show that side of me as well. But if I'm just being like pretty transparent and honest, I feel as though they kind of like the art aspect has like kind of fallen more by the wayside. I did have some like personal challenges too, between like blurring the lines between my work, my day job as a graphic designer, and building my brand, Things with Faces. I will say this year has definitely been a challenge as far as overlapping, because I have to use a lot of brain power with where I'm at, especially with my day job. There's been a lot of rebrand going on at my organization. There's been a website development project. There's been a whole product line being launched. I work for a financial institution, so that our branch renovations are also being done all simultaneously. We're developing an online banking platform with new marketing features. And so just rattling off those big projects, that's not even everything. It has been a lot of work and a lot of weight on my shoulders, because I am the creative inside or in-house. We do also work with an agency, but aside from that, I will say that has been probably my biggest roadblock. And I know this is going to be an ongoing thing, an ongoing battle, because I deep down I really want to create what I want to create. And I just need to do it, right? And so I guess with all this rambling, my point is in 2026, my main focus is going to be working on my skill set personally. I'm still, obviously, I have to work my day job, but I really need to make more room for my personal art this year so I can build up my skill set. And so I do want to document, but to set the standard moving forward, I'm not going to be creating as many videos as I did this past year. They might be longer length. I don't really know at this point. It's just going to depend on, as I'm working on my skills and all that, and how much I film. But I'm thinking I want to set more realistic goals and not feel like I'm just scrambling to make the next video. I really truly want to put the focus into the art itself. With that said, as far as what I want to create or moving forward working on my skill set, I really want to either figure out maybe a game plan and kind of build something a bit more structured, so that I'm building, I want to really work on a daily drawing practice. I want to freshen up and tighten up my skill set as far as maybe drawing on paper and then taking those sketches and then bringing them into the iPad or on the computer to create some more finalized pieces. But as I'm doing that, I want my goals to be working towards eventually. I do want to build my own website, and I don't know if I'm going to start on Etsy or if I just want to build a website, and I want to try and dabble in print on demand products, using my illustrations that I create throughout the year and years to come. But that's a little bit more of my long-term vision and my goals, but we'll see. This year was definitely a big growth year all around. I think working, on YouTube and like being a YouTube content creator, it kind of gave me some insight as to what you guys enjoy the most out of all of like the types of videos that I've been creating. And it's funny because I feel like when I actually kind of pour myself into more, like showing more of my interests and personality, I actually find it quite interesting, but not as interesting because I almost feel like something clicks. And as I'm creating it, I've heard other YouTubers say this, that, sometimes they think a video that they put a lot of work into maybe doesn't get a lot of views, and then at times they don't really spend a whole lot of time on it, and then that's the most watched videos that they have. So I just think that's a little bit interesting because the one that I had talked about earlier, my summer travel one, I really felt like that was like kind of like the missing key, or like the piece to the puzzle that was kind of missing in some of my other ones. Well, I know that some YouTube videos are great where like you're actually showing like a drawing process, or like you have a camera on, a piece of artwork that you're creating. I know there's people out there that enjoy like watching like how someone creates something and kind of learning something from their technique as they're building their creations. But I don't know, just that one in particular just really, I don't know, it just like sits so close to my heart because I enjoyed putting that one together probably just as much as you guys like enjoyed watching it. So that really made me happy. So I feel like that was like a big success for me. And overall, like as far as successes, I'm so proud. I'm so proud, honestly, that for something that is it's pretty challenging. I mean, I give a lot of credit to the other YouTubers that are out there because, in order to build a following and to have like a consistent, fan base, or subscribers, I really can see and understand how much work and effort goes into this. I mean, there's so much, like so many details between filming and editing and uploading a video and creating thumbnails and test thumbnails and descriptions and tags and just all the things. Like there's so many pieces to just content creation in this form. I definitely I enjoy watching other YouTubers, and I have my favorites that are out there right now. And I just am genuinely interested of what they have going on in their life. And it's just, for one, kind of comforting that there's other people out there, even though I don't actually know those people like firsthand. But I really have a newfound appreciation for what they do in order to keep their channel alive. And some of them I've actually been following for years at this point. So kudos to anybody who's been out there doing this. And I just know, like, now from personal experience, like, I'm proud of, like, I can actually say I'm proud that I tried something and stuck with it. I mean, I would say I've had my ebbs and flows throughout the year just based on, personal just life going on. And I traveled a lot more than what I thought I was going to this year. I did some pretty big trips, and even in the fall, like I went camping again, and then I went actually on a cruise by myself. And, I just, with all the things that have been going on, like in my personal life and travel and work, and still being able to post as many videos as I did this year, even though they all weren't great, they were just kind of trial and error. I can just say I'm proud of that. Like, you know, and I feel like it's all up from here, right? Like every video you post, maybe you try different camera angles, or maybe get better with like the equipment or upgrade equipment. So then there's better, video quality and sound content. Like I know there's so much more to learn and moving forward, but I don't know. I'm excited to see what's going to come in 2026. And I'm just really proud of myself for just going with it and keeping with it throughout the year. Even after taking time off, I still kind of jump back in, even though I might be rusty. That's okay. It's all a learning curve. So, and I just want to say, for the people who have subscribed to my channel throughout this year and have kind of watched me grow and learn and evolve, just by video editing, or, getting the courage to talk in front of a camera. It is a very bizarre thing to talk to a camera, as if you're talking to another human, like right there. Like right now I'm sitting in my studio and it's just you and me, and I'm talking to my phone with nobody there. But I know when you see this, it is like you're there, right? And so I just want to say thank you to the subscribers who have, found something interesting enough for you to click that like or subscribe button. Anyone who's made comments throughout the year on my channel, and the people that just continue to show up, and all the new people who just kind of pop on and see me for the first time and keep checking back to see, what I've created again. I really appreciate that a lot. I know I'm still learning and evolving, and that's okay. And I know, like, in comparison, and I know we're not supposed to compare, but in comparison to other YouTubers, I know I have a small following, and I don't care. Like, I love it. And no matter how big or how small it is, it really means the world to me enough, like, that it means the world. It means the world to me that there's something on this channel that either maybe you found relatable, or you are just interested in my journey. Whatever it is, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you coming back. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you look forward to seeing me in 2026. I know that I have a lot that I do want to conquer. My expectations for this coming year is really honing in on my skills, my personal skills with my art, and I want to definitely work on my brand. It is possible in the coming year I may change my name a little bit to this channel. I have been kind of cooking up some branding elements in the background, and I will share that when I feel like I have things more hammered down. And I'm getting really excited. I feel like 2025 really taught me a lot. There was a lot of challenges, but like in the best way. And it really honestly showed me that I could do hard things, because creating videos is not an easy thing. And yeah, so I hope if any of that sounds appealing to you in the coming year, and you want to follow along on my journey, please do so. If you're watching this and this is the first time you've ever you've met me, hi again. My name is Kristen, and I really appreciate you hanging out with me today. And yeah, so if you like what you see and you want to stay tuned for more to come in the coming year, please hit that subscribe button, and you'll get notified. So when my next video comes out. So until then, bye.